rock star's wife says she's glad she got breast cancer as she shares shocking photo of radiotherapy burns. A rock star's wife has said she is glad she got breast cancer, while sharing an image of her shocking radiotherapy burns. Jules Peters, who is married to the Alarm frontman Mike, had an operation on Monday to make her breasts more symmetrical, and will have further surgery in 6 months' time. The mom of two, 50, who lives in Wales, says she feels like a pheonix rising from the ashes, after having half a breast and her nipple removed. Jules told the Daily Post, "Having cancer at 50 made me feel like I had to try even harder. You're at a tricky juncture anyway without having that thrown into the mix. I spent a year with imbalanced breasts and it was horrible. Losing your hair is devastating too." Jules was diagnosed with breast cancer on July 4 last year, after finding a lump. Her husband continues to receive treatment for leukemia. Mike, who's been the lead singer for the Alarm since 1981, was first diagnosed with cancer in 1996. He's now fought the disease 3 times. Their emotional story was recently featured in a BBC documentary, called While We Still Have Time, and a second program has been commissioned to follow Jules' progress. She previously praised her surgeon Niels Kaduk as the man who saved her life. The most common sign of breast cancer is a lump. Breast cancer affects both men and women. If you have one or more of these symptoms, you should speak to your GP. More info at Breast Cancer Care. Speaking this week, she added, "After my last surgery on Monday, I sobbed my heart out after having such compassionate, incredible care. I do have my meltdowns but I've always tried to keep them under control, but this time, I felt like I was sobbing away the last 14 months and it was actually quite liberating." Jules said, "I do feel very much like I'm being reborn. It's a bit like the phoenix coming out of the ashes and it's really celebratory. I was really appreciative before, going through it with Mike, but because this has happened to me, I wake up in the morning, I'm like a little excited child because everything's great, not having treatment, my hair is growing back, I feel more like me, it's beautiful. In that way, I feel pretty blessed by the whole cancer experience, I'm glad to have had it. It clarifies everything and you have a good cleanse out, everything's very positive." Do you know the signs of breast cancer? These are the symptoms to look out for, and advice for those affected by the disease. While 7 inspiring women starring in Marks and Spencer's breast cancer awareness campaign have opened up about how the disease has affected them,